there is a matter that has been troubling Nigerians for almost 2 weeks now.
Okay.
It has been really troubling Nigerians, and it has to do with a certain individual by the name Adeyemi, who is accused of running a fictitious agency in the name of government. And the President's Chief of Staff, Honorable Gbajabiamila, has been specifically mentioned by this individual as somebody who worked with him on this fictitious agency. The President has set up, has ordered ICPC to probe the whole matter, and he has given them 30 days to do that. Now, former Vice President Atiku Abubakar has also demanded that ADC, as an opposition party, and other opposition parties should join in the probe, because in their opinion, this government cannot investigate itself. How would you respond to this unfortunate incident?
Okay. Let me first of all, the demand by Atiku and Co is neither it's rubbish. When our government started, when they want to put the press, okay, you from party A, come party B, come party C. When it was the VP, was what they did. When no hold on, you say you be elected as president. When you come, if ever it will come, when you come, you introduce those things you want to introduce. But let me just tell you something. I was the Chief of Staff to the government, without any prejudice. I know the Chief of Staff very, very well. I know him very, very well. He did not, without prejudice. There are people you target in government to give bad name to your boss. This is Chief of Staff. This is the person who is in charge of finance and secretary to government. If you want to embarrass any government, these are the target first. Chief of Staff is saying as somebody, look, if we get to him, the government will have been embarrassed. Does it make sense? An agency that does not exist, that he will tell him to give him such amount of money.
For 50 million?
I mean, it's madness. Oh, that they have a budget. Is it the responsibility of Chief of Staff to create budget? No. Okay, if the young man knows that is correct, why run away? What is the, how can you come out to make such a statement and then you run away to run for your life? How? How? You need to be interrogated. Look, I have been a victim. As the Chief of Staff, I've been a victim. Even most public officers, people make sure that they do everything to bring you down. As I'm sitting as the Minister of FCT, somebody has done that, claiming that he knows my children, and that there was a day that he was with my son, and that my son called, Dad, is there any land available? And I said yes. And that they gave him $2 million US. So, look at the game. Now, this guy wrote me a letter. The minister wrote to the SSS. Somebody called me from Villa that there has this thing going on. That this, I said, what is that? What is that? He said, you will get this document for me. Somebody trying to do that. I said, okay, no problem. I sent my CSO. Go and get this person. We got him arrested. He said that $2 million was given in the night. That's 9 p.m., 8 p.m. $2 $2 million. And my son was looking at this. What is going on here? But see how, unknown to him, that day in the morning, my son traveled with British Airways. Meanwhile, the money was given in the night. So we have to tell police, they go to British Airways, everything. But let me tell you, these guys are experts. Now, one of them came to me and said, look, by a position, instead of it to be embarrassed, why not settle? I said, settle what? Settle what? This is cheap blackmail. I will not allow that. And we didn't do it. People come and try to put up something that, look, it's not good for them to drag their name in the mud, you know, by a position. Just go and see how you can quench it. I said, quench what? Something that happened or did not happen. Look at look, what is the business of people like Atiku if it's not politically driven? Something a man accused them today, accused Chief of Staff today. Tomorrow morning, the opposition had issued a statement. So it is not correct that Chief of Staff ever. I know him that too well. I'm not saying that the man in the budget that there was something around, I'm not saying that. That I do not know. But what you should know, Chief of Staff cannot create a budget heads. It's not possible. But if the man was sincere, he can make such a heinous allegation and run away. Trying to the country to boil. What is running after you? What is running for your life for? You have come and prove if it was indeed correct. Eyeball to eyeball. Go to the security agency. He cannot say this. Look at my communications with him. Look at the phone I've been talking with him. These are what we have done. Then you run away. Then people are going to say, oh, you are running so that you can be alive. Which life? Is your life more bigger than the lives of other people in the country? They can go and make such an allegation and you run away. And people are saying, oh, you know, Chief of Staff must be sacked by you, opposition. Why not some government then you sack who you want to sack?
But Honorable Minister, isn't it embarrassing?
Someone has tried to do what?
Honorable Minister, isn't it embarrassing that such a thing even happened in the first? This man heads way for so long. He was meeting government officials, meeting foreign dignitaries, and operating from a government facility.
Can I tell you something? Do you know there are experts? Experts. Come, why do you think that 419 people? First of all, you must be intelligent for you to be a 419 person. Certain things they do. Look, let me tell you. When I was Minister of State Education, I nearly would have fell into that trap. It is possible to operate. You are saying, why does crime have to, why must there be crime? People take risk. If they succeed, if they don't succeed, and this is one of the things, I'm not saying here that, look, if I'm the head of government, yes, who did this budget something? How did it go? Which is what government is now doing. Go and investigate this. You don't just come up and say, okay, everybody step aside. Who does that? Who does that? So the point I'm making, without prejudice, now look, the government has told the ICPC, because it's a criminal offense. It's not, and it has to do with finance and the rest of it. You go and investigate. So it's not for opposition to come and say, look, add the ADC, add the... They themselves have not solved the problem that are accusing them of not being able to handle their primaries. It's to come and solve, they should put in a committee to probe what happened in government departments.
All right, let's leave that there.